And there you have it, guys. This is the end of the Zen Exhibition match, with the winner obviously going to Universe 7 after Goku pretty much defeats Bragamo. So let's just break down what happened. Hi, I'm Antonio, and today we're reviewing episode 81 of Dragon Ball Super. So, Sato, Bragamo the Crusher versus Son Goku, who has the limitless power. So once again, picking up right where we left off, we have Goku squaring off against Bergamo after Gohan and Lavenda's little draw match, even though Gohan still technically won. But I digress. So the fight starts off with Bergamo. Goku's like, hey, let's just like give it our all and whatever, and then Bragama pretty much is calling Goku scum and that, this is all his fault for all this other stuff, even though Zeno was going to just wipe out the universes anyway, but Goku's giving them a fighting chance. So he makes, pretty much he smooth talks the gods into everybody turning against Goku. Like I said before, Zeno was going to erase everybody anyway, so I don't really understand why they're all gunning for Goku, making him seem like, as Bragama put it, he's the enemy of the universes, because of this whole thing. So he proposes to Zeno to, if he beats Goku, that they should get rid of the rule for erasing the universes in the tournament. And then, they agree, but they also tell Goku, but Goku, you need to fight to your fullest potential or whatever. So the match starts, Goku and Bergamo sizing each other up, going tit for tat, and then to which Goku catches one of Bergamo's blows, and he's like, "Oh, you're pretty good," and Bergamo goes like, "You are too," and then he opens his arms up, completely defenseless, and says, "Hit me." So Goku gives him a few punches here and there. They seem to be doing damage, but he's actually absorbing Goku's attacks and all that other stuff. And as he absorbs Goku's attacks, he grows bigger and stronger to the point where he's like towering like over the stage and hitting Goku really hard. And Goku finds like Gohan says, "Oh, Dad, he's using your power against you." And Goku's like, "Oh, so you can use other people's power against them?" And he's like, "I mean, it's a rare ability to have, but you know, the Z Wars have fought people like this before. Like with like the Android 20 and Android 19, where they were absorbing their powers and whatever. So it's nothing that Goku hasn't faced before. So he goes Super Saiyan, and then gives pretty much he is on purpose making Bergamo stronger because he's smiling and taunting him like, can you get stronger? Can you get stronger or whatever? So eventually meanwhile all the gods have been trash talking Goku and whatever, because he's like so rude to the gods or whatever. And then completely one thing that completely nobody expected, as I've seen other reviews, like nobody expected this, that Goku not only went Super Saiyan Blue during this match, he even went Kaioken Blue, and just completely blew Bergamo away with his Kaioken Blue Kamehameha wave, while completely overpowering Bergamo's Wolf Game Penetrator. And like he's like literally engulfed to the point where you can't even see him from the Kamehameha blast. But it's interesting that he was still alive after that because, well, I mean, granted, the same can be said for when he did against Hit twice. That Hit was, still alive, but it seems that Goku had no problem um, activating it this time rather than way back when, which is interesting. So maybe he's mastered it because it just came on with so much ease for him to just go instant blue into Kaioken, and then he tells Bergamo like, hey, I like to fight again, but he's like, can you use? I didn't get to see your power. You were just using mine. To which Bergamo goes like, so do you really just want to destroy all the universes? Because he's saying that everybody's gonna be gunning for you. Universe 7 is gonna be the first one to be erased, and he's like, I like pretty much like, I swear, we're gonna survive and all that other stuff. So Goku doesn't really understand, and the Grand Prix declares Goku the winner, obviously. And then he tells Zeno's like, hey, I didn't hold back, so and to which the Grand Prix is like, yeah, because if you did, and if you would have held back and lost, Zeno would have just erased everybody anyway. So there's that. Meanwhile, during the match, that Toppo was actually observing Goku because he wants to see like what his intent is. So after all that, Toppo pretty much. Oh, we get to also hear the voice of some of the other guys as well as Champa, you know, talked to Universe One, and then the other four universes like, oh, we're not worried about this tournament because our mortal level is like above. So our mortal level is so above your guys's is we don't even care which rank the about the rank of the four of us. We just don't care because we're not involved in this. And to even like some of the Grand Priests were, even some of the Supreme Gods were like, oh, our godly level must be like super high because our mortal level is like just up there and we're not going to get erased. And Champ was like, oh, how nonchalant that they can be about this, about universes getting erased. So Toppo was observing Goku the whole time, and then he jumps out, jumps into the ring, and everybody's like, oh, what's going on? And pretty much like the Zeno's bodyguards and even the Grand Peace all move in front of him. They're like, and Grand Peace is like really evil and is like, who are you? Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun right there. So after the match is done, the Grand Priest explains the rules of the tournament, which is pretty much going to be on that clock tower thing that you see, or that little pendulum thing that you see in the opening sequence for the new arc, but also that in the whole entire match is gonna last. The match is gonna last 48 minutes. Now, when I say match, I do mean just one single match that's going to be 48 minutes, and it's going to be consist of 10 fighters from each universe in a massive team battle royale. Now, this could be good, but maybe they might be rushing the arc a little bit. I don't. We, so far don't know the plans about any of this, like how long, it's actually going to take and whatnot. But I mean, I find it a bit kind of a cop out to say that the whole entire thing is going to be one big battle royale of 80 people. So the rules are that the only way you can knock somebody out is you have to knock them out the ring. Even if they collapse, you have to push them out. You can't use weapons other than techniques you already have, and you can't kill your opponent. So, which is interesting considering that they're going to be erased anyway. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, back to Toppo going to Goku. He's saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know this is disrespectful, but I'm Toppo of the Pride Troopers. Of the beautiful Universe 11," and he's like doing like all these poses, kind of like how the Ginyu Force or Great Saiyaman does it, which is going to be very interesting to see the rest of them. So essentially, he tells Goku like, if you are with evil intent about this whole thing, that my fists of justice are going to destroy you. And Goku's like, oh, cool. I don't care. Goku says like, I don't care. So Goku's like, oh, so I'm evil now. I don't care. I wasn't. He pretty much was like, I wasn't too satisfied with the last guy. So yeah, sure, I'll fight you. So in 2 weeks, guys. So they're taking a break. I guess a little bit of break next week. But in 2 weeks, we'll get episode 82, Goku versus Toppo. So which in the preview, you see Goku struggling a bit. Toppo gets him in this hold or whatever. But then you also see that Toppo surprised again when during the preview you can see that Goku does in fact go Super Saiyan Blue again. So Goku may lose. I mean, considering that he just fought Bragamo, even though he beat him what pretty. If Goku would have just went Kaioken Blue in the beginning, it would have been a wrap. To which even all the gods were surprised because like, oh, he has power that rivals the gods. Like, how is this possible or whatever? So I guess a lot of people are interested yet gunning for Goku, but I'm very interested to see Toppo versus Goku and with everything of this tournament of power coming towards. I'm also interested to see what cards JP Dokkan's gonna have. So let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode. What are your predictions? And if you like what I have to say or less of this long in the video, give me a like or subscribe if you want more content. I'm trying to be a bit more consistent. I know I'm behind on like The Walking Dead and APB. Those should be up in a few days. Just put the little bell and you'll see when those videos are uploaded. And with that, guys, this is Antonio signing off, and I hope you have a nice night. And we'll see you in another 2 weeks for Dragon Ball Super. Take care.